Ugh, man, I can't blame this on the pandemic anymore. They done started opening up the barbershop, so I need to. I guess I can blame it on my artwork. Me being doing some working on some of my paintings and everything, and just be constantly stuck in the studio. That's probably not an excuse either. I need to get out there and get my hair cut. I know it's crazy. Hello. For those that don't know who I am, my name is Carlos Burgess, and I'm doing this video to, I guess for some people, this could be a reintroduction to myself. For those that are new, that have gotten either invite of my virtual show or whatever. This is mainly for you guys. I just want to introduce myself, tell you who I am, so that you guys don't see me as some kind of weirdo or something. Or, I mean, I guess after this video, you'll probably see me as a weirdo, but that's all good. But anyway, my name is Carlos Burgess. I am a visual artist and small business owner. I started my own business in 2018. I'm selling my artwork and my artistic abilities to businesses, entrepreneurs, small businesses, professionals such as lawyers, doctors, and private individuals, people like you and I that want some artwork for their rooms or whatever. The type of style of art that I do, or range of art, I basically do almost nearly everything. I do abstract work such as this thing here, abstract paintings, fluid abstracts work, figurative abstract paintings. I also do contemporary art, fine art, like portraiture art. I use some of the techniques I use is a lot of Renaissance to French French post 18th, post 19th century, early 20th century style of approach to my art, as far as like figurative work, to digital drawings, cartoon drawings, comic book illustrations, digital paintings. So I do quite a bit. I've been basically drawing my whole life. It kind of started from fascinations from cartoons and comic books. I I wasn't heavy into I would read a little bit of the comic books, but I was really more enamored with the illustrations, the drawings, the colors. It really got my imagination to the point where whatever I saw, I just mimicked it. I started drawing it, and I kind of really like taught myself how to draw. Um, but I'll get to my background later as far as my art and everything. Um, Originally, I was born in San Diego, California, um, but I spent half of my childhood living in San Diego, Southern California, um, like in San Pedro, Long Beach, um, and other portion of my childhood I spent living in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Um, I went to White Oaks Elementary School here in Virginia Beach, Green Run Elementary School. Um, in middle school, I went to Gene Farr Middle School in San Diego. The reason why I'm kind of bouncing back and forth is because um, I'm a Navy brat. My dad was in the Navy for 27 years. Have a strong military background. Um, I actually joined the Army. Um, it was actually the same year my dad retired from the Navy. But I'll get into my Army stories in a minute. But but yeah, that's why I lived in both coasts and growing up. So and I'm kind of half California, half Virginian. Um, so uh, so like I said, I joined the Army. I joined in 1998, same year that my dad retired. Um, I served 3 years active duty um, at Fort Hood, Texas, 1st Cavalry Division, 2nd Brigade Blackjack Division, first team Hua. Um, and then I spent 12 years with the Georgia Army National Guard, majority of it with the 277 Maintenance Company, and serving in Kennesaw, Georgia. Uh, for all those years, I served as a generator technician. Um, and all those years in the military, all those years in the Army, loved every minute of it. Loved it even more in the National Guard. Just loved it. I still have friends in the National Guard, and they know my story, so you can kind of get with them as far as vetting them, as far as vetting me with them. I'm a good dude. During that time when I was in the Georgia National Guard, I lived in the Atlanta metro area. Simultaneously in the National Guard, I worked as a technician, electronics technician. The last job that I was at was I was working as a electronics and calibrations technician at the CDC, the main campus in Atlanta, and the other satellite campuses in Chamblee and Lawrenceville. I also, during that time, received an associate's degree in electronics and computer technology at DeVry University. Graduated cum laude with a grade point average of 3.8. I'm very proud of that. I am very proud of that. I wasn't a good student in high school, but as soon as the bill was on me, I took it seriously. I took my grades seriously and became a straight A student. Now comes the hard part. Well, I guess the sad part about me. Um, During that time, even while I was still in the National Guard, I was in 2009. I was getting ready to get deployed to Afghanistan. I was already deployed before. I deployed twice while I was in the service. Once in '99 active duty, and I was deployed in Bosnia, and then in 2003 in the National Guard, I was deployed in Operation Iraqi Freedom. So 2009, I was getting ready to go overseas to Afghanistan, and that got halted because during the medical processing of getting sent overseas, I was diagnosed with stage 4 chronic kidney failure. Yeah, it was a kind of a big time blow. It's like, whoa, I was really healthy. Felt strong, felt fit, but apparently I wasn't. So about 6 months later, 2010, I started dialysis, and I've been on dialysis since that time. But the story gets even more murkier. In 2016, I had some complications with the dialysis that I was on. I suffered from this condition called encapsulated peritoneal sclerosis, which in layman's terms means that I had some really messed up crap going on in my stomach. And to the point where I had this fluid buildup in my abdomen where it was crushing my internal organs, and I was losing weight and feeling sick. Basically, in a nutshell, I was sick, 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 sick. Sick to the point where I had to leave my job at the CDC. Um, I had to do a short sale on the house that I had in Georgia, and I moved back to with my folks in Virginia Beach, Virginia. This all happened in 2016, and I have been there ever since. And it's been a long road. I've had several hospital visits during this time. Like I said, I was very, very sick. There was a less than 50% chance of me surviving this ordeal that I was going through. And to this day, I'm still dealing with the severe effects from what I'm going through. I'm still on dialysis. I do it in the home now. But because of my ailments that I'm dealing with right now, I'm no longer a candidate for the kidney transplant. But I'm looking for other alternatives as we speak, you know, during my off time when I'm not painting. Which brings me to the good stuff. Yay, back to where I started, the art. So, like I said, when I was told that I wouldn't be on the transplant list, I took it as if like they told me, you're gonna die from this. There's nothing we can do about you, so do the best you can. So I was like, okay. So I was like, well, I for a minute, I just wallowed. I was down in the dumps because it was like, okay, I'm just gonna just die from this. You know, no one's gonna help me. You know, they just basically just said, here you go, just, you know, you're gonna be hooked on this machine and this machine and this machine for a total of 20 hours of my life. I was like, you know what? No. So I just said, you know what? Screw it. If I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go out with a smile on my face, doing the things that I love to do. And one of the things I love to do is I love to draw. I love to paint. When I was in the hospital in Virginia, the minute that my folks brought me a pencil and a piece of paper, I just started drawing. I just started drawing. And not only that, I perfected how I was drawing. I started learning, taking online classes, learning on YouTube, things like that, about the masters, how they approached art. And it just created just this turnaround in my life. And that brings me to the reason why I started this business and why I'm doing my art. The reason why I started this art business is because it's a part of this path that I'm on to being closer to God. I want to be happy. God wants me to be happy. In order for me to walk down this spiritual path towards God and be one with God, I have to strengthen myself, and I have to make myself happy, because that's what God wants me to be. He wants me to be happy. He wants me to be strong. So I look at it like, okay, well, what makes me happy? Well, I like to draw. That makes me happy. And then whenever I show people my artwork, I feel almost empowered, because they feel a certain way. I feel purposeful, whenever I draw, because it's because I touched somebody, in a certain way. More so than when I was fixing somebody's equipment as a generator technician, or their biohazard equipment at the CDC. I mean, I got some satisfaction, but not like when I do a painting for someone. That was a different type of feeling that I got. I felt special, and because the people made me feel special when I showed my work, and they loved my work. And so their reaction when they see my work, and it gives them a pause, and it maybe brightens their day, or gets them to tell a story within their minds, and loses themselves from maybe some problem that they had, or maybe gives them some hope or something. I guess that's why I'm doing this, is that maybe with this artwork, I can serve a purpose to society. And so that's what I'm here for. I just want to, I guess with the art that I'm going to be coming out in the coming months, and possible years, it's going to be from the heart. It's going to be unique. It's going to be like historical content mixed with present day-to-day stuff that we embark. Because I tend to, I right now in my life now, I don't look through the mirror. I don't look at life through the rearview mirror. I straight ahead right now in the moment. But I'll take bits and pieces of our past. Take those bits and pieces of lessons that was taught, and infuse that into my artwork. And bring that to present day to get you guys to think, to laugh, to whatever. So that's basically who I am. And if you have any other questions, or if you want to learn more, I know it was kind of a long video, but you'll see more of me coming out with some more advertisements of the virtual art show, and some more images of some of my artwork that I'm going to be putting out on display. So please comment, share this video with your friends, and again, so now you know, my name is Carlos Burgess. Hope I don't come off weird. If I do, then great. If I don't, then this is who I am. So you'll see, in the virtual art, so you'll probably see some goofiness with me as well, because that's a little bit a part of me. So see you guys.